Hi, welcome. Haven't been live in so long. This is crazy. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Hi. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry, there's like an airport right near my house, so that's what the noise is. So I'm going to get Ruby on here and we're going to get going. Hi, Ruby.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm so good.
I'm pretty good. Okay. This is a lot. I haven't been live in like ages.
I know. It's craziness.
Oh my gosh, I should have worn my shirt, the sick shirt.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Oh my gosh, we both got one from our set teacher, the
Yeah.
amazing Miss Amy. Love her.
So good. She's so great.
Yes. So anyway, how are you? It's so good to see you and talk to you again.
Yeah, I'm so good. How are you? I've been, keeping busy. Can't complain.
Yes, same here. Things have been crazy and chaotic, but I've been busy. I'm chaotic in a good way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what have
True.
you been up to? Like what's school like? What's things since the movie?
Well, school is school. I'm homeschooled, so yeah, it changes from day to day. But I'm in LA right now, doing some fun
Period.
I'm in LA right now doing some fun things.
That sounds amazing. I miss being in LA. I just came back from being there like every other week for High School Musical, so that was fun. But now I'm home doing, I'm in school, like public school, so I'm finishing things up. Um, and like if my voice like cracks or breaks at any moment, it's because I was screaming my face off yesterday. We had like a dance, so it was pretty chaotic. My throat is like really, really scratchy right now, but I'm pushing through.
I love that. That's incredible.
Well, yes, things have been since the movie. Like, how are you feeling about everything? I know it's kind of chaotic a little bit. I know it is for me. So, how is it for you?
It's definitely chaotic at times, but I'm just living in it because it's so good and it's so exciting. Uh, like I just it feels like it happened so recently and also like 7 years ago, which
Literally.
um but it's so hard to explain, but I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's a lot. It's sorry, there's a plane. It's a whole lot right now. It's like
Yeah.
the internet coming in. A lot of people are giving their feedback on the movie, which is like pretty good. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like for me specifically, like going to school and then still auditioning and filming things, and it can be a lot, but in a good way. This is like what I asked for, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And like with auditions specifically, it's been so interesting to see like what kind of auditions I was getting before
Yes.
Nate and then after, because it's so different.
Right.
It's really interesting.
I
And
agree. It's a very different world.
yeah, absolutely. And auditions have been pretty good. They slowed down for a little bit, but they're starting back up again. So
Yeah, same here. Yes, fingers crossed, hoping to stay booked and busy and keep doing things. Because, like, auditions, that's like a great way to word it. Things are really changing, I feel like, because people
yeah,
are seeing us and seeing the movie and enjoying it. So it's
yeah,
definitely different.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's so good to be here. For everyone watching, you can leave any questions you have for us in the question box. Like if you put them in the chat, they may get lost. So leave them in the question box. I would point at it, but I'm not right there. But it's down there. Yeah, Ruby's got it. So put it in the question box and we'll get to those a little later. But for now, we're going to play a little trivia with each other, me and Ruby. So basically, what's going to happen, we're going to ask each other a couple questions and like I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna try and answer Ruby's questions, he's gonna answer mine, and you guys can answer the questions as well. So whatever you think it is, whatever you think the answer to them are, you can leave them in the chat and we'll basically go through it like that. Okay, so Ruby, do you want to ask me a question first?
Sure. Okay, so let's start with okay, so what was my favorite set that we filmed on? Was it A, Libby's house, B, the New Amsterdam Theater, or C, the school?
Oh, that's hard. Okay.
Right?
So you said New Amsterdam, Libby's house, and the school. Okay, I think I'm gonna take out the school. Um, oof. I want to say maybe I'll say the New Amsterdam. So you guys leave what you guys think the answer is too, but I think I'm gonna say the New Am because I know you're a big Broadway fan and like to be on an actual Broadway theater is pretty cool. What's happening? Technical difficulties. I can't hear you. I can hear like noise, and I can tell you're trying to talk, but I can't hear you anymore. Okay, it's not working. Let me see. So if you go off of the live and then maybe go on airplane mode, keep your Wi-Fi on, and then I'll bring you back. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Bear with us. We'll wait for him to come back in, and then you guys can keep answering his question, like what was his favorite set to film on, put that in the chat, and then we'll try and get him back in. Let's see. And once again, you can put all your questions that you have in the question box. I see a bunch of them coming in, so that's really great. But like send all of those in and we will get to those after the trivia. Okay, let's see. Ruby. Let me text him. Let me see what's going on. Here we go.
I'm so sorry about that.
That is okay. But I have you now. I can hear you clearly. We're good.
Good. Okay, so where we left off was you said the New Amsterdam Theater, and that is usually what I say, but I was just thinking about it today, and it was actually Libby's house.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that next too.
Yeah, I didn't like you filmed there like much more than I did, but the short amount of time that I did film there was so much fun.
Yeah, Libby's house was great. It was huge. It was haunted in our heads. So
it was like it was this huge mansion, and we did school in the basement, which was the nicest basement I had ever seen, and also like scary because there's like an elevator sound, but there's no elevator.
No, I think Mark was saying, oh, they're gonna build an elevator here, but it wasn't there, but it was making elevator noises, and there was like a dark room, and like Mark was like, no, they're gonna turn it into a theater, but there was nothing there. It was weird. So
it was like a $3 million mansion. It was ridiculous.
It was crazy, but it was very fun filming there. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question for you was which Broadway cameo in our movie did I fangirl over the most? Now, I loved our entire cast and everyone was great, but which one did I fangirl over the most? Was it Mandy Gonzalez? Was it Michelle Federer? Or, I'm going to pronounce his last name, but I don't know if this is right. It's Brooks Ashmanskas, if that's how you say it.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think it's Mandy Gonzalez.
Okay, and why do you think that?
Because she's in Hamilton right now, and you love Hamilton, so.
Smart guess. Okay, so you are of course correct. I love Hamilton with everything in me, so yeah. That was pretty crazy. Okay.
Okay. Now, for this question, this one's not really about the movie, but what happened outside of the movie. So you and me took a lot of adventures around New York City. Which was my favorite New York City adventure? Was A, the Crystal Shop, that we went to, or B, when we went to Central Park?
Oh, okay. I thought I had it when you said Crystal Shop. I think I think I'm gonna say Crystal Shop because in like we were in like our 7 hour press junket, and I think that's what we mentioned the most. So
Yeah.
I'll say Crystal Shop maybe.
And that's correct.
Okay, great.
That was like the best. It was the coolest little shop. It was like so small. The only 4 people were allowed in at a time because it was so small, but it was so cool.
Yeah, I love that too. Like I will never forget it. I still have my crystal. It's actually over there, but I love that. That was super fun.
I agree.
Okay, so now my next question is which Libby costume was my favorite? Was it the like her main athleisure with a twist? I know that scene got cut, so only we get that, but was it her main like with the fur coat and the leggings and all that? Was it the like outfit in the principal's office from Go Off, like the pink and purple and all that? Or was it the tuxedo?
Okay, this is really difficult because they were all so iconic.
Yes. This was difficult to pick too, so.
Okay. But I don't know if I'm picking this because it was my favorite or if we are having the same thoughts, but I'm going to say the tuxedo because it was so sparkly.
Okay, as much as I love the tuxedo, that was not it. It was the one in the principal's office because that one I remember I was like, I want this whole outfit to take home with me.
Yeah, duh.
But no, I love the tuxedo too. That was what I was torn between. Those two were my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my next question was about costume too. Okay, so what was my favorite Nate costume?
Okay.
Was it the iconic sad dog slippers? Was it the iconic trench coat? I'm gonna say iconic for all these. Was it the trench coat with the pajamas? That whole thing when I climbed down the front, or was it the Stitch costume?
Okay, I'm torn between Stitch costume and wait, am I? I'm torn between all of them. Okay. I feel like maybe this is also a little biased because I love this costume, but I think I'm gonna say the Stitch costume.
Okay. That was gonna be my second option, but it was the trench coat with the pajamas.
And that's the one I was literally about to say. Okay, I'm going with my gut next time.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, I love those costumes. All iconic, of course.
I know, they were so good. Those, like, when we were doing fittings at the beginning, that was so fun for me.
Oh, yes. I usually don't really like trying on clothes, but I feel like Joshua Marsh and like our costume team really made it fun. Like we were in there, they were playing all my favorite songs, and I kept trying on different things, and they were asking me what I liked. Like the whole process was really, really great. I love the costume room.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
Okay, so now my next question: what was my favorite scene to watch? Like once it all came together. Okay, so was it the bus scene, like when Nate got the call back?
mm-hmm.
Was it the busking in Times Square scene? Or was it the bathroom scene? Like, you know the one, the bathroom scene.
Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh man. I don't know why but my gut is telling me to go with this. It's probably wrong, but I'm gonna say the bus scene where he gets the call back because I think that's the one.
It is actually the busking scene, and the reason I said that is because since I wasn't in the scene that day, and I actually got to be there while you guys were filming it, watching that was crazy, and then watching it like come together in the movie was super fun. So everything about that scene I love. So that was actually my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. Wow. Okay. What? This is a fun question. Okay, so we both got to keep a bunch of stuff from set, like props and stuff. What was my favorite thing that I got to keep? Was it the rainbow rabbit foot? I have the rainbow one. You have the green one. Was it Nate's sparkly phone case? Or was it a literal huge wooden taxi?
Ooh, okay. Part of me wants to say, the rabbit foot, but at the same time, I'm thinking it might be the phone case. I, I'll say the phone case.
Okay. It was the taxi.
Oh my
I,
God, I didn't even know you kept that.
I'm
So, like, I did not even know, like, you stuck with that. I guess we both got really big things, like, afterwards, but I didn't know that's what you kept.
yeah, so in the big time, the dream sequence, there's, the big, the taxis that roll around. They
Yeah.
mailed one to me. They literally sent one to me in the mail, and it's
I mean, how many people can say they got a wooden taxi sent to them? So I guess that would be my favorite too.
yeah, it's great. Very fun. Your turn.
Okay, well, my last question also had to do with props. Hold on. There we go. So, which prop do I bring everywhere with me every day? Is it A, Libby's book bag? Is it the green rabbit foot? Or is it like the crystal rope that was in her locker? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
And this is kind of a trick question in a way, but there is like a clear answer too.
Yeah. Can I hear those answers again so I can really?
Okay, so is it Libby's book bag? Is it the rabbit foot, the green rabbit foot, or is it the crystal rope from Libby's locker?
I'm gonna say the crystal rope.
That is actually incorrect. It
Ah.
is the green rabbit foot. But here's the catch with that one. So I used to bring the book bag everywhere, and the rabbit foot and the rope and Libby's wallet, all of that was in the book bag at all times.
Huh.
But then I think I overexerted the book bag, so the zipper is no longer in commission. So
Um,
I still have it, but I don't bring it everywhere with me anymore. I only bring the rabbit foot now.
dang. Dang.
So
Um,
I used to bring the crystals everywhere, but not anymore.
oh well.
Well, I'm hoping to fix the book bag soon though. I was like, the day the zipper like ripped, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I was carrying it around like with two hands because like I had all my school stuff in there. I think that's why it broke. So this is on me really. But
Um, wow. I have one more question.
okay.
And I love how we're like getting all of them wrong, but like we're same questions because your question was kind of a trick question. This is kind of a trick question.
Okay.
Okay, so we stayed in the same hotel. What was my favorite memory of staying in the hotel?
Oh, I think I know this already. Okay, go ahead.
Was it A, play card games and listen to Doja Cat show tunes and various other music? Was it B, almost breaking a hotel window while filming the closing gift music video? Or is it C, all of the above?
Oh, okay. Is it all of the above then?
It sure is.
Okay, because I was like, that was hard now that you put both.
Mm-hmm.
The window was crazy. Like literally, I feel like I still have the video of I was filming from my window, and then Ruby was like his hotel room was like across from mine, so we could see each other's windows or whatever. So I was looking out the window recording him, and he's doing this dramatic scene on the window, and the window literally falls towards him. It was the funniest thing. Like, I will never forget it. I don't think it made it into the music video, but it definitely should have.
It definitely should have. I think that was so funny. I just about died. Like I mean I didn't know what to do, so I just, propped it back up and left it. I didn't tell anybody. um yeah.
No, that was really, really fun. And then, like, the card games, the Doja Cat show tunes, all of that was super fun as well. We did that, like, at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on. Because I think our comments are off, so I'm going to turn them on. but it's like it's saying it's on my end, but
Okay.
I don't think people are able to comment. Well, there are like questions in the question box, so we can get to the
Oh, good.
question and go through those since people are leaving their questions.
Okay, good. Exciting.
Okay, so here's our first one. What was your favorite scene to film with Joshua Bassett? You can take this one first.
Okay. My favorite scene to film with Josh actually did not make it into the movie. So there's this whole, we spent like 3 days filming, like at the very, very beginning, filming in the house, this whole sequence where like we're cleaning up from the party and we're watching to see when the parents get out. We're basically trying not to get caught. Like,
Oh my gosh, I forgot that was even in the script.
it was, yeah. It was the first days that I filmed. And we so we were basically trying not to get caught, and like I threw the track bag, and then like we were, like sitting on the couch. Like it was so much fun to film, but I never made it in the movie. But whatever, it doesn't even matter.
I completely forgot about that one. I of course wasn't in the scene, so I didn't see it filmed and everything, but I saw it in the script.
Yep.
Okay, I think my favorite scene to film with Josh, I think I had a lot of like cool, fun scenes with Josh, but I think my favorite might have been the one, no matter who he chooses to love, like when we're trying to find you.
Yeah.
And that was fun with both Josh and Lisa, of course, but like filming that with Josh was super fun because I remember that day on set was cool. Oh, no, scrap that. I just thought of another one.
Okay.
The one where we're going to the elevator and it's me, Josh, and Lisa Kudrow, and like we were about to leave to go find you, but then the casting director, Priscilla Lopez, she's amazing, pulls Lisa Kudrow over. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, I know exactly what
I'm explaining this like you weren't in the movie and you weren't there. But like that scene was super fun to film, like with Josh too, because I feel like I really clicked with him that day and it was just very fun.
Yeah. And if I like, I'm gonna add one more thing. Like at the end, when like at the very end, we were at the school and we were filming his little talking head where he was talking about how you're
Oh my gosh,
sports agent, and he's like, and I pledge. Just
that was so funny. That was a funny scene too because he kept messing up. It was his last day and he kept like slipping up on his lines, and we were like, maybe he's doing this because he doesn't want to leave. It was so funny, and it was like really sad too, that whole day of filming, but it was very fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's get another question in here. Okay, what is your favorite musical? I already kind of gave this one earlier with one of my questions, but mine is definitely Hamilton. I love Hamilton with everything in me. I could rap it top to bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. I love so many musicals, but as you can see, I love Six very much.
Of course.
But also Hamilton. But I'm gonna say Wicked is the top tier musical for me.
Okay, great. I didn't even think of Six. Although I've never seen it, but the soundtrack is my favorite thing ever. So Six is up there for me too. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is a good one for you.
Okay. How did it feel doing the emotional scene? Wait, hold on. Wait, which scene is this? There's where your brother told you.
You don't embarrass me. You don't embarrass me, Nate. That one.
Okay, wait, is it that one or is it the one where I cry in the apartment? I think it might be that one.
Where he said he said you're not embarrassing during that scene, but they cut that out. So I don't think they would know that you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they meant the one from No One Gets Left Behind, because part of that scene got cut.
I'll do both. So I'm gonna start with No One Gets Left Behind. That was really, really, that part makes me, like, every time I watch a movie, that part makes me cry.
Same here.
Talk about that. That was so much fun because it was very like it like I had already been like working hard like all day. Like that day felt really, really long because I just, was singing that song over and over and over again, like getting all the takes, getting all the angles. So by the time we got to that part, like there was already so much like emotion and like going through me that it just felt so good to, you know, just like release it all. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, very vulnerable, very emotional. But now I'm going to go to the apartment one where I cried. Now that was really funny because in that scene, like, again, it was 8 million degrees in that apartment. There was no AC.
Oh my gosh.
We were all very tired, and we kept doing that scene, and like it wasn't clicking like just perfect. And then Josh is like, okay, I'm gonna try something this take, and he like bursts through the door, and he's like swearing and yelling. He's like, get in the truck now. And it was really perfect because like that's what a great scene partner does. It just like really, you know, gets you to that point, and it was really amazing, and that just, you know, pushed me right right over the edge.
Yeah, that scene, I felt like I was about to cry. I was like, oh, is he yelling at me too? Like that, no one expected it.
No.
But it really took it there. So I feel like it helped.
Absolutely. It was really, really amazing.
Okay, so this is a quick one, but
Okay.
this is a cute one to answer. What grade are you guys in? We're both freshmen, so.
Yes. We're both freshmen, but I'm homeschooled, but I very well might be going to a private acting school this fall. So I'd be going into that as a sophomore.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We're actually switching. I don't go to a private school. I go to like public in-person school, but I'm gonna be homeschooled next year because acting has become like a whole lot.
Yes.
And it's like not necessarily too much, but I've missed 131 classes. I checked my Infinite Campus, and I've missed 131 classes this school year. So, or not this school year, this semester. So I think that's my sign that maybe homeschool is best with this whole acting thing. So yeah, I'll be homeschooled next year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, homeschooling, I'm just plugging my phone in, don't mind me. Yeah, homeschooling is definitely really nice with this line of business. And yeah, I've homeschooled my entire life. But I decided to, you know, apply for some acting schools, and it's a private school, but it's a boarding school as well, so it'll be in person, and like I'll live on campus, so it's like it's gonna be very fun. But then
that sounds like fun.
Can happen where like I book something, or so I could go, I might not go. It's, you know, just take it as it comes.
Yeah, that's how school has been this year for me.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this one, I feel like we can answer individually, but I feel like we have a answer like together too. Mm-hmm. What is our favorite hype up song? I think I'll say our one together is Best Friend by Doja Cat. We danced and sung to that every day on set. Like, that is literally our song.
Oh, yeah. I think about that daily. I think about every single day. That is absolutely, definitely our hype song on set. Because like when we were filming in Steps on Broadway, like the audition space, and we were standing in that line with all the kids, in between takes, we'd be just like, "That's my best friend." Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It came on the radio the other day, and I was like, I instantly went back to that moment. I was like, oh my gosh, we're keeping the song alive. That's why it's still here. Let's be real.
Just for us specifically.
Well, we can also answer this like individually. Like, what's your hype up song like for you personally?
There's so many amazing songs out there. It's hard for me to pick just one. So I have a 6.5 hour long hype up playlist that has like 112 songs on it. So probably that.
I feel that mine is the same. It is not 6.5 hours yet, but mine consists of like just Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj. I think my hype up song right now, not necessarily like hyping me up because of the lyrics or anything, but the one that gets me hype, it's called Crocodile Teeth by Nicki Minaj. I rap that top to bottom every time it comes on. Yeah. So I think that's what it is right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be a little more specific as well. So like there's so many good songs on there, definitely lots of Doja, but I'm going to, like, I've been listening to it on repeat, Treat Me by Chloe, because
yes, oh my gosh, I love that song. I was just listening to it, I swear. Such a good song. Okay. So let's, oh, hold on. Sorry. This is so different how to navigate the questions from the last time I went live, but I think I got it. So
Okay.
here's our next one. How did we focus on schoolwork while filming the movie?
We mentioned this earlier, but we had an amazing studio teacher. And we were on Zoom with her. Amy. We were on Zoom with her. And like when we went on 10-minute breaks while they were 20-minute breaks while they turned the scene around, we'd go up to our, wherever we were, hanging out while they turned the scene around, and we would do 10 minutes of school, or like maybe sometimes like in the mornings at the hotels, we'd get like a solid 3 hours in. So it was definitely a lot, but it was manageable for the most part.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like people don't always realize, they're like, how do you balance school and filming and da 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 da? And now it's slightly different for me, but at least when we were filming the movie, I was doing online school.
Yep.
So that was easier. And then on top of that, like by law, we have to get 3 hours of uninterrupted school time daily, or we can like pull from a bank to make sure we have a certain amount of hours every week. So it wasn't necessarily hard because there were people who were kind of scheduling that for us and making sure we got to school when we were free. So it was they made it very easy to balance out schoolwork and get everything done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we can do a couple more. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. Who is more like their character? I think this is a really hard one. I feel like we're both very similar to our characters, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you might be just a little more like your character, just because I feel like I relate to Nate in a lot of ways because I like having the spotlight and being on the camera, on screen, and Libby's not necessarily like that. So I feel like you might have it a little bit more than me.
Yeah, I agree. We are both very similar, but I think that like at least like just because of that little detail, I agree.
Okay, and then on top of that, you coming into this already being a Broadway fan and a big theater kid. Like I did musical theater growing up, but the Broadway aspect of it, I kind of learned through the process. You came in and taught me through the process. So I feel like you definitely are very much like Nate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a really good question. I feel like we've never been asked this. If you guys could trade roles with anyone else in the movie, which would you choose?
Oh.
That's really good. People are coming with some really different questions.
Yeah, no, these are really good questions, you guys. Do you want to go first?
That's really hard. I ugh.
This is hard.
Mine is probably between Nate and Aunt Heidi, because Aunt Heidi, like the acting style was just so like funny to me, like the type of humor. So either that or probably Nate, because why not? Nate is great. Yeah. Like I love all his songs, like Nate's fantasy scenes. I feel like that would have been super fun to film too. So I guess Nate or Aunt Heidi.
And I was gonna say this is. I was gonna say Libby because, because like you just had so many like smart moments, and you're just so funny, and like you got I because like you got to do a bunch of fun stuff, and like you got to really pull out like the more like sassy like tone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that would be very fun. So I'd say Libby.
Yeah, I feel that. I agree. Okay. What was I thought that's the funnest. Okay, funniest moment that happened while you guys were on set. I think one moment, this is more like a fun moment, but like when we were behind the scenes, everywhere we were, like we were at an audition space, a studio, a Broadway theater. So everywhere we went, it was musical in some way. So there was always a piano. And no one could see the piano at times. Like the piano could be off in the cut somewhere. And Josh would always find it and we'll be playing and singing. So at Libby's house, there was a piano. He was playing it. At the New Am, there was a piano, but it was literally behind a curtain in a corner. And he still found a way to find it. So just that was really funny to me, but that was also really fun that we got to like sing and play and sing his songs with him, and that was really cool.
Absolutely. It was so funny because he could smell the pianos because why would you ever look in those places? But he did, and he found every single piano on the face of the earth.
Literally.
Yeah. I definitely thought that was really fun. But then there were, there were a couple just like bloopers, that the blooper reel is released, so it's very funny. But there was we got a bunch of the cast to do it at one point where we made this like choreographed dance. And
Windmill Pump Pump.
Yeah, windmill. That was the main. Hold on, I'm gonna demonstrate this. It was the main dance move was windmill pump pump, windmill pump pump. So we
had like a full routine too. Like we were tapping into our dance mom's chops. Like we did a full thing with that.
Yeah, let me tell you, we were all at the top of the pyramid. So
okay, so let's take like two more. Let's see. Okay, well, this is a good one. We can kind of go in depth with this one. Did you guys use a real school for Nate and Libby's school? Yes, it was an actual, like, high school, middle school, something. I don't know. It was an actual school. We were, like, in a classroom as our holding area. Like, it was really cool to be able to film in actual places throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Like, all of the movie was, like, on location. Sets other than the dream sequence, but like we actually filmed in Times Square, we actually filmed at the New Amsterdam Theater, like we actually filmed in a real school. So like we were all actually at the places, which was speaking of our teacher, Amy just joined the live, so everyone said hi to Amy.
Hi, Miss Amy, we miss you, we love you.
Yeah. Okay, so it was so cool to be able to like be in all those places. It just added a whole other level of immersiveness. It was a lot of fun.
I think that's definitely the word for it. You described it perfectly. It was really cool, especially this is not about the school anymore, but like Times Square, like literally shutting down Times Square just for the movie was crazy, and it still is like mind-boggling to me, like going through the videos that I was like literally recording Times Square in my own space. Like you had the space to move around. It was really, really cool.
It really was. Like I always say this, but if there's one good thing about COVID, it's that like we could film in all those places because nothing was being used, and like a ton of people in Times Square, so we could block off a big section. It was just so much fun. So
yes, it was definitely fun. Okay, so really quick before we go, just let people know like what's coming up for you, what's next, how are you feeling, what are things going to look like for you moving forward?
Well, I have no idea. There are always auditions coming in. But there's I won't say what because I don't think I'm allowed to, but there's a couple Pride Month things coming up that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be a lot of fun, and I will keep everyone updated on those. So yeah, mostly that, and just we'll see.
Yeah, well, here a whole lot of things aren't necessarily guaranteed for me, but I do know High School Musical, the musical series, season 3 is coming out later this year, so be on the lookout for that. I play Alex this coming season, so that's fun. I'm going to continue auditioning, writing music, I'll be on social media just being active. So follow us both if you're not already, to make sure you can see whatever we have coming up, all the big things we have planned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Ruby, this was super fun. Thank you for
Yes,
catching
it
up with me.
was. Thank you. This was so much fun.
This was very, very fun. I will, sorry, there's glitter everywhere. I'm sorry. My dress was like super glittery last night, and there's glitter all over my room, all over the car. So anyway,
It's amazing.
but no, yes, it was so great catching up with you. We'll definitely have to do something like this again. This was fun.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you follow us if you haven't already. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.